Oh, one of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh.
Are we on? You're on. Say hi, Jason.
What's up, guys? April 24th, 2020. Feel Good Friday. You got your, your better-looking host. I'm just kidding. We're not even good-looking hosts, but Jeff and I. What was that?
Here,
Oh.
here, borrow this mic.
Yeah, I'll just plug this.
6 inches away.
So does that sound better, guys? Okay. So I'll start over here. Let me just make sure I can see it streamed. Okay, there we go. Jason Lim, it's streaming. Okay, we got most of you guys back. Okay, what's up, guys? Here we go. Here we go. April 24th, 2020, Friday. Feel Good Friday. Today we want to just, we all can take a deep breath and just relax because it's amazing to discover talent that inspires you. And Jeff and I are kind of picky. I mean, because we're kind of like musicians ourselves. And I say this in all humility, like it's like really cool being next to Kimball Barker because he is a true talent. So, but you're gonna discover that. So how you guys been? You guys are tuning in. We got most of you guys back, it looks like. It looks like everybody's tuning in. Okay, my mom's back. My mother-in-law, does she come back? We got Josh, you're back. Brian Schwartz, you're back. Yes, Mono, you made it. Hopefully everybody else is coming back to the show here. Okay, more volume, Lee. We got more. Can you get more volume? I'll just hold the mic closer. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? So here, this is kind of funny, guys. So Jeff and I went 3 weeks straight, every day, practically every day, right at 5 o'clock. We did these shows. It was a lot of fun. We did news. We did comedy sketches and all sorts of stuff. And then we decided to just do one show a week on Friday live and really up the quality, focus on music. The neat thing that I wasn't expecting, to be honest, was it would be really focused on original music. And that is really cool. It was always a goal of ours, but we always thought that, it's good to do covers and, to entertain you guys. But being next to a musician here, Kimball, who writes original music, has only solidified that to be, that's what this show, that's what Feel Good Friday is about. It's all original. We might do some covers, but really that's not the emphasis. When you tune in on Fridays, Feel Good Fridays, it's gonna be original music. Everything will be original that comes out of here, and that's what we want. We want authenticity. And so, not to put more pressure on any of you that will come on the show, but even if you have a song inside you, let's help you make it original, Like, I think that's it. I've been, I'm talking too much, but they're going to get to know you really soon. Kimball, like January, I think it was 5th, I had the slogan, I kind of heard it, don't die with your music still in you, Oh,
yeah.
So before all this, like, coronavirus stuff struck, for some reason I thought, you know what, one of the things, I guess the gifts I have in a way is I like motivating people to reach like kind of like their full potential. I don't know.
Totally.
And so it's my personality. And so I thought, you know what, that's one thing that I can bring to the table. Even because I look at Jeff and I look at him as the real musician. He's the true musician. We have a company called Hollywood Bug Guys, Pest Control, and I say I'm the bug guy and he's the Hollywood, So he kind of inspired me to dive into this music
His
on
production
a
quality speaks.
Yeah, there you go.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
And so, but what I can bring to the table though is like I genuinely care about really everybody, and I really feel like I can help bring people's music or whatever their music is out. So on January 5th, I think every day, Lee and I would wake up like at 4:30, go to the gym, and then I would say every day, don't die with your music still in you, And then all of a sudden this coronavirus thing hit, so I was like, please don't die, and don't die with music still in you, right? So the neat thing is, it's kind of like, it's surreal that I'm sitting next to I believe a true talent, and then we got Matt, who's also very talented musically and also with construction. And Kimball, I know you do construction too, and it's just really neat to bring everybody together. It's really all coming together. So
do the song that you did about you to live your life, or that one.
Sure.
And then kind of describe a little bit about the song.
So we're gonna have Kimball play a song, and then you're gonna hear the song, and then we're gonna introduce who Kimball is. Take it away.
All right. Thanks, man. Here's an original song about not dying with the music still in you, man. This is a song I've held on to for a long time, and I can't quite remember when or why I wrote it, but in the first line was inspired by a talk that I had, a little sit down with a boss that I was kind of dealing with at the time, and I think that whole interaction sort of spurred this whole thing. So here it goes. From my boss, it tells me during our little talk, I'm not born to live my life inside a box. When you're dead, you feel just the same. Modern man has started to seek his own, work his body till he's just skin and bone, and outgrown his love of rock and roll. But I say that's a crying shame. It's getting older and it's getting slower, but it's life on the line. I've tried growing older, I've just never found the time. Tried growing older, I've just never found the time. So I went to school so I could learn my lies, till I found out that I'm not the kind to let turtles tell me what it's like to fly. They've never touched the sky, and I know one day the Lord would call on me, teach me a lesson in humility. When that day comes, bury me in this hole I dug with pride. It's getting older, it's getting slower, but I don't mind. I have tried growing older, I've just never found the time. Tried growing older, I've just never found the time. Ain't it always go what you wanna do, you wanna do the most. Know the saying goes, you get busy living or busy dying. At the end of the day, it comes down to this: did you live your life or let your life get lived? Did you tell yourself that you would go for it somewhere down the road? Well, I knew one day the Lord would call on me, teach me a lesson in humility. Well, that day's come. I'm trying to breathe through every shovel load. It's getting older, it's getting slower, but I don't mind. I have tried growing older, I've just never found the time. Tried growing older, I've just never found the time. Tell me I should try growing older, I've just never found the time. All right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
That got you the most views you've ever had, and just right below the highest we've got. Was that not good? Yeah, it was amazing. Wait to hear this. Jason's crying. No, I'm not. No, really, no. He's seeing like dreams come true. I love it. I may have gotten a little teary-eyed, maybe. That's amazing. Well, wait to hear this one.
I surprise myself. I don't know.
Talk to us about
Held on to these songs.
your songwriting and
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us who you are.
Okay. Yeah. Is that? Oh, silence mic. Yeah, we talking it.
Yeah, you're on. Jason, keep that way.
So this is the interview mic. Sorry. This is the talking mic. This is the singing mic. Talk, sing. Talk, sing. Got it. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate being here. I kind of want to give some backstory of how I arrived here today, because, we got Matt in the back here, and Matt and I are good friends, construction partners. You know, he's my mentor, really. I go to him with all sorts of problems, and he's got so much experience to lend to me, so I appreciate it. And this whole quarantine has kind of given my company an interesting opportunity. And most of my day, my work day, is usually filled with going and seeing people, talking about projects and stuff like that. And that's all just been cut off. So I'm not allowed to go see clients right now. And we're just coming up with creative ways to how do we stay in touch with people during all this.
And one of the ideas that one of my coworkers had was to do food challenges, right? Just food challenges at home where we would eat something, film it, usually something gross or really spicy. And so 2 of my workmates did one, and the videos were great. They were hilarious. People loved it. So I always try to lend, my music to something like that. I wouldn't consider myself as funny or as my coworkers, but I do know that I can play songs. And so I thought, why don't I showcase a little bit of some of my songs and stuff, or at least playing music along with a spicy food challenge. So I ate a full habanero pepper and then sang a medley of songs that I put together about fire. So I sang, Backstreet Boys' first line, "You Are My Fire," and then it led to "Fire and Rain" by James Taylor, into "Great Balls of Fire," and then "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel, and then "Light My Fire" by The Doors, finishing up with "Fire" by Jimi Hendrix, and then "Ring of Fire" by Johnny Cash, obviously. So I don't know, maybe they can link to that video. It was a terrible mistake. I had the worst stomach aches, so much pain, and sent it to Matt, because I was like, dude, you got to check out this stupid thing I did. And he sent it to you guys, and that's how we came to this, And I was worried that they were going to make me eat something hot during the show. So yeah, here it comes. So yeah, but I appreciate the opportunity. I was really happy that you guys would invite me over to play music, and I am always down to come talk and play music. It is, yeah. And it does feel good.
Kimball, on just your dream. Like
Yeah.
what do you hope to happen? Yeah, tell us
Oh, yeah.
about the vocals. We pre-tape this.
Sure.
But our audience is going to get a little more
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, this will lead into the next song, too. So I'll talk about my musical background, growing up in Utah, and where a lot of great musicians come from. And like any good kid, learned the piano at a young age with my parents, and then was late in life that I picked up, rock and roll, picked up an electric guitar and stuff, and formed a rock band in college, and that was a great time. And this next song I want to share with you is about a place called Velour, and it is an iconic music venue in downtown Provo, Utah. Neon Trees played there, Imagine Dragons played there. Huge, artists know this place, have originated from this place. And to me, that was always the epitome of success. It was like, oh man, if I could just play on that Velour stage, that's going to be everything to me. And got to play on that stage many times and other stages throughout the country, and it was awesome. And I wrote this song one night. It's a prideful song, I'm going to admit it, because I think I had a disagreement with the owner of Velour. It might have been over money or a booking date or something. And I just thought, man, this guy's just using me. I'm just money to him or whatever. I was upset about it, and so I went and wrote this song about it. And it became something much more to me. Once I got the feeling out there and my thoughts out there, I was like, wow, this song really means something to me about pursuing the dream. This is what we're talking about. With this place, with this building, and everything that's going to be about, is just pursuing the dream. So I'll share it with you. It's called "Someone You Know." All right.
Another night I'm feeling borrowed, like some dancing bear. Well, maybe tomorrow, or you'll actually care. Giving everything for nothing, giving everything for free. Well, maybe there's something over everyone but me. But someday Your back is red and raw from my one-way scratch. 'Cause you've gone so long without giving back, giving everything for nothing, y'all, giving everything for free. Well, maybe there's something for everyone but me. Oh no, you know, someday I'll be someone. Yeah, you know, someday I'll be someone. Whoa, whoa, you know, someday I'll be someone. Oh, you know, someday I'll be someone. Someday I'm gonna be someone, you know. I said someday I'm gonna be someone, you know. Someday I'm gonna be someone, you know. Someone that you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, no, you know, you know, no, you know, you know, you know, you know, no, you know, you know, no, you know, you know, you know, you know, no, you know, you know, no, you know that you know. Say someday I'm gonna be. I say someday I'm gonna be someone. Thank you, everybody.
That note, that note, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, which producer should we contact? I'm gonna tag him right now. Do you want to?
We're gonna switch over to the talking mic now. This plant over here is in my peripheral, and I keep thinking it's Jason. I'm like, dude, you gotta move or something.
We want to make it awkward for Lee and then also for you.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's somebody, and I'm like, will they move or something?
It is kind of an awkward spot. I just like the green, I guess.
No, it works out.
Oh, they can't believe
It's working out. It's working out.
Great. So yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for having me over here. This is great.
Feel Good Friday. You feeling good?
Oh man, this feels amazing. I feel embarrassed that I don't have a place for people to hear these songs. Like this is it, you know. So, you know, like I don't have these recorded or anything. So, tune in.
We're gonna help with that.
And the neat thing, sorry, no, it's all right. The neat thing, guys, and I want everybody watching. I want everyone watching here. Seriously,
We're gonna change that.
there you go.
And that's the boss.
I'm getting the chills. And everyone that's watching here, you guys are so special because you're the seed part of this journey. You're like seriously the nucleus of this. And every one of you can come and we'll give you a personal tour of the pad. And it almost takes your breath away when you walk into the Infinity green screen room. And Matt, you said like the paint is just right around the corner. It kind of takes your breath away. Suite 2 is going to be a 4 ISO booth recording studio. So it's going to take your breath away.
Yeah. Oh man, should I talk in here? No, the dry one. Yeah. So, man, that Infinity room is amazing already. I mean, and I'm a gritty person. I'm a construction guy, so like it's inspiring for me to be in there while it's still being built and playing music in there, and it sounds amazing. And man, the visuals. I mean, I saw some of the stuff we were picking up on the camera. It's gonna be awesome, and to share that with more people is gonna be amazing. So, got to get people in there. Yeah.
The cool thing about that is, it it already looks that good on the visuals, and that was like a 30 millimeter lens with a Canon. Like it's the equipment. It will get better, but the most important thing is just the quality of the original content.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because Kimball spent. Sorry, I'm like staring the seat. Kimball's. We spent social distancing. We spent a few hours yesterday in the studio and just getting an idea of what we're gonna do today for you. And he got to kind of catch the vision. And you told me on the drive home, you were just like, I've got so much fuel left in the tank. You know what I mean? Like we talked about, getting, married, having kids. Those responsibilities are pretty large and it loom over us. But they're blessings. But you have so much fuel left in the tank, and that's what this place is going to be. It's like the gas station for artists, right? This is where you get your fuel, and then. Yeah, but no, talk about that a little bit, because really though, you got your business, you're working on the construction, but yet you have this amazing gift. And we have this phrase for pest control. It's we kill bugs but keep the dreams alive, or we kill bugs to keep the dreams alive, or every time a house is sprayed, an artist gets paid. But those phrases just kind of keep the journey alive. But tell us like, your thoughts, and I'm thinking, well, maybe this is it. Like you said, you'd kind of let that experience take its course, and you thought, well, that might have been it, but it's far from over. So talk about that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so this place is the fueling stop. Today is a fuel stop, man. Like it's filling the tank for sure. Because I thought I did a lot with my music career, in college, and I thought, man, we did some cool stuff that few people ever get to do. Had our music included in some national ad campaigns and some bigger things that I was like, man, this is it. This is the peak, and it certainly was for that musical project. And now, since I've been married and have kids, got twins on the way, like I thought, okay, there's no way I can jump back into music. But for some reason, and I think this whole quarantine coronavirus just sort of brought this on, is like, there is so much more music in me, and I'm spending more time in my little home studio and writing music and things. And yeah, there's more in the tank, and I got to record all these old songs that I'm playing for you today. So I commit to doing that, but also in the process, just being in the process of revisiting music, it's bringing up new ideas and stuff. And so it's very inspiring. And I think a place like this is inspiring to everyone who's, maybe even feels empty, right? They're going to come here, they're going to fuel their tanks up, being around other artists, having a place to just be inspired. And like all the tools and the resources available, I think that's one of the big challenges to being an artist in the modern age is maybe you feel like you're a little behind the curve on, I don't know video production, I don't know how to Photoshop anything, design anything. I can write a little tune or something, but I don't know how to record it. Here it is, all here, and so I think that's amazing. So I think this place is going to produce a lot of great music and a lot of great artists. So I'm excited to see that for sure.
How about another song that you like?
All right, man. So I played a song during the sound check, but I want to revisit it. This is just a bluesy tune about a train. It's just about going somewhere, or maybe not going anywhere, and who knows. So I just call it the train song.
Or is this wind blowing me? Blowing me? Am I the wind that blows? Or is this wind blowing me? Blowing me? 'Cause I'm going home, or being blown across the sea. Have I crossed my heart, or is my heart crossing me? Crossing me? Have I crossed my heart, or is my heart crossing me? Crossing me? Am I going home? Well, I know just where I'll be. Thank you.
Right? I wish they could be here.
I love blues.
We need a studio audience. I'm trying to get the B-roll. We need an audience. Well, when the corona goes away, it never goes away. No, that's the plan.
Yeah, yeah.
But we could easily fit 20 people, and then we can stream it live. Even in the So we're gonna be submitting you to some of the major casting directors. So just let you know. So stay tuned to see him on American Idol.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get you up here.
Yeah.
So usually I have my phone on me, but I think I've plugged it in somewhere. I can't see it. But yeah, that's so. This is the goal for Feel Good Fridays, is to feature local talent that obviously was born to share and to just really project the talent. And so that's kind of what today was all about, was featuring Kimball. And we were gonna play a jam session together, but honestly, we ran out of time.
I want to jump in real quick. You stay here. No, you stay here. Seriously, they're going to be humble. They're going to be humble right now. But these two guys are real songwriters, guys. I always said this. I always said, if I can get Jeff, where am I going here? Where am I going here? As you can tell, we have no idea what we're doing. I'm the comedy of this group. I'm the bug guy in the comedy. So, by the way, my wife's texting me. Is the lighting okay here? Anyway, just chime in because we're going with the flow here. But I always knew this. If I put Jeff in a room with real songwriters, I could drop him with Brandon Flowers. We could drop him with Dan Reynolds. We can do Adam Levine. We could do, he's going to be humble, Chris Martin, Kimball Barker, Ryan Tedder, just a few, there would be magic that would come out. And so I'm getting the chills right now because we got two writers behind me right now. And I would love to just not to put them on the spot. We're not going to necessarily do this on the spot, but what inspires you to write music? And I mean that because I want the audience to learn, and I want all, me included, learn what's the secret, right? Is there a secret, or can it be learned, or is it just you're born with it or not? I gotta be really curious. Whoever wants to answer that first, but I really want to seriously ask you these questions. So that's a good question. Well, Jason's one that says, "Are we all not but a song?" That's what he said. Which, if you think about that. A song is as tangible as a soul, right? And it can live forever. And that's kind of how powerful music is. I personally didn't know I could write music till I was in college, and a couple years into college. And I picked up a ukulele, and I was like, wait a second. Most song structures are, the same in essence. It's like learning a language. And the violin that I was used to playing, it was hard to write songs to back you up, like a backtrack with the violin. So
I started playing the uke and I started writing these songs, and they were kind of catchy because I was singing Jack Johnson at the time. I was singing Jason Mraz at the time, and you just practice those songs, and then you can kind of make your own version or make your own kind of style. You're influenced by music. The only regret I have, honestly, is I didn't listen to more music when I was younger. I just didn't, and I think Brandon Flowers calls it, flavors and a steady diet of music, And so he's gotten all this diet, his flavors. Brandon Flowers is the lead singer of the Killers. I love his style of writing, and anyway, so I didn't get a lot of that growing up. I had certain types of music, we had classical and violins, really interesting background there. And my mom was very influential, teaching us Beach Boys, singing this kind of fun stuff, gospel stuff. But we didn't have a lot of other types of influence. And but the more influence you get, the more experiences you have, the more inspired you get from these other artists. So artists perpetuate inspiration to other artists. It's like passing a baton. And that's kind of what happened to me, and it continues to happen. So that's why I'm excited to hear, oh my gosh, Kimball and his influence. It's amazing. And I'm sure you've been influenced by a lot of different artists. But what's some of the major artists you've been influenced by?
Yeah. Oh man. No, I resonate a lot with what you said. I wrote a lot of terrible songs in college. It's you really got to sift through the crap to get to some good songs. And so yeah, it took me a long time to be confident as a songwriter, and performance is a key part of my songwriting technique. You got to perform it for people to see where it goes, and sometimes you're really excited about something and it is a flop, So I think having a lot of exposure to performance has crafted my songwriting. And then you asked about influences. Oh man, I love the Killers. I love Brandon Flowers. I listen to a lot of obscure music, and there is music made for musicians, and I think to be a songwriter, you have to crave that sort of thing, because there's parts of it, and this is what I'd say about my songwriting technique is I'm just a copycat, man. I hear something that I love, even if it's a second of a song, and I'm like, I need to extend that second. I need to make that into a 3-minute song. I love it, and so I am heavily influenced by everything I listen to, and I just take that and I try to turn it into something bigger. And so that's my big thing, and it's a lot focused on the music. The lyrics are a real tough thing for me. I'm not a very strong lyricist. Like, it takes me a long time to be happy with words that I write. So I'm excited to be here with other artists to collaborate on lyrics, because that's a really tough part for the songwriting for me. But yeah, and
it's just as important. I mean, a word can make a entire difference in a song, and you're right. Lyrics. Some people have different skill sets, and I know some people write lyrics first and then the melody, or they write melody. What's happened with you in that process? Are you usually melody driven first and then lyrics, or does it happen both ways?
Yeah, definitely melody driven first, and then the lyrics sort of come out of the feeling I get singing that tune. And it's ridiculous, because you just make a song and you're like, na na na, or flitty fla fla. You're like, it's ridiculous, and I feel embarrassed as I'm in my little studio, and I'm like, I hope no one outside can hear this. It's embarrassing. But yeah, definitely like music based. But yeah, I know people that do it the opposite way, and man, you got to have everybody though. Yeah, and especially if you're collaborating, bring in all those strengths and make some awesome art.
What do you think about having a jam session here, like once a month? No, not right now. I mean, that'd be cool. We'll get to that point. But we envision having jam sessions here, bringing artists together here, even writing music and producing music here, and the lyrics, melody, structure, the delivery, the packaging, the visuals, the video, the marketing, everything is just as important in our minds. And so we're trying to build an all one-stop shop for artists, targeting musicians specifically, to literally take them from A to Z and then have an amazing experience. And are we not all but a song? Think about that. We're etching our souls into eternity with music, and that's why it's so powerful to us. And so that's why it's so great to be here with you, Kimball, and to have you as like one of the very first featured artists. I think we've had like one other, like Joseph was amazing, and Joseph wasn't live. We did live one song. And Joseph is, a budding musician, 17 years old, senior in high school. I'm sorry, Joseph, or junior in high school. Sorry, his high school career is now on pause, or he's on. Hopefully you're doing well in your AP classes, because I know you were stressed out about that. But he's a great violinist, and he's an amazing, talented violinist. And we want to bring the talent together, give them opportunities. You know, bring the opportunities, the influences in from Nashville, from LA, right here. You know, so you can come and look at the board, you know, the opportunity board, and be like, dude, this is something I can invest my time into. And so anyway.
And then Tanner Palmer was also a young, budding singer.
Yeah, Tanner. Yeah, exactly. Tanner Palmer was featured not here at the studio, but he was featured on our video, which is incredible. He's just 16, you know, and he's an original singer songwriter. Tanner Palmer, yeah, he's great.
We also have Danielle watching. She made a comment. She said she writes about what's going on in her life.
Yes, Danielle.
She gets her
She's singer songwriter too. She's been here at the studio.
Drexler's watching. He lives where I live. They are.
Yeah, Lauren. So guys, who's our audience? You know, where are we making this show for? It's for everybody, but we're specifically targeting those dreamers, those people that have music inside them. Jason always says, don't let you die. Don't die. I'm like, don't die music song in your body. I'm trying to remember. Don't die with the music still in you. And don't die. Jason, come over here. No, but it's powerful, and it really does wake me up in the morning, and I'm like, wow, we have an opportunity today to rise up and to create that inspiration and then get it out there. And Jason, everybody has songs inside of them that's yet to be discovered. And I love how you said you hear something that you love, and I go, wait a second, I can expound on that. That's one of my first experiences in writing songs. Is I saw a Kevin Costner movie, and it was at the very end of the credits, the very end of the song, the movie, this Bryan Adams song came on, and I was like, whoa. You do? Okay, dude. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Actually, what was it? No, it was about the Guardian. Yeah, it was the Guardian. And it's the song started, and Bryan Adams, I could tell it was his, you know, it was like amazing song. And then the chorus hit, and I was like, wait a second. It wasn't supposed to go that direction.
But he did that because the Robin Hood was so successful with that.
Oh yeah, because he did Robin Hood. Oh man, the look into my eye. I mean, that's like that song. Dude, that song is amazing, right? Yeah. We all listened to that in junior high, right? But anyway, it's still proper. But anyway, I heard that song and I thought, oh my gosh, I was so inspired by it. But then I thought it could take a different direction, and then you just start writing to it, and you get that emotion out. So we need to have more of that experiences and bring them to you. If you are the audience we're talking to, come down here to the Pad. The Pad Studios it's on Main Street in Arizona. We're building this for you, for all of us. We're trying to make it like a gym membership for artists, a gas station for artists, a social media growth space for musicians, for artists, you know. And then eventually it's going to grow into some bigger place, and this is our prototype. So cool that Matt's here. I mean, he's the boss, you know, the man behind the magic as far as building this place. Jason and I just happened to stumble across it. We think he was really seriously like given to us by our Father in heaven. I'm really like, heaven had kind of opened its doors. We had this building for years, 7 years, 8 years. And we have just used it as our practice facility and our office for our pest control. So we were like, there's something more. Something needs to happen here. And Jason and I, you know, we've documented all these things, but really something happened with this quarantine. Something happened where the world stopped, and we had this opportunity to go a different direction, and we were almost forced to. And we were blessed. I'm not saying lucky, blessed that we happened to be, you know, going in this direction before it even happened. We were kind of connecting. Matt reached out to Jason. Jason was Lee. I always say it started with Lee getting a goal to lose, I don't know, 40 pounds or something. Sorry, Lee. Anyway, he got this goal, and he was a machine. He woke up early, 5 o'clock in the morning every day. Jason had to go get him, and they went and did their gym routine, their diet, and it was a machine. And that the wheels started to turn. Jason started to make content like crazy, and then it just started, the oiled machine was spinning and spinning, and then people started getting together. Matt was like, I've noticed Jason's been like on like content craziness. He's like so consistent. What's happened with Jason, you know? And like something amazing has happened. You know, it's 2020. It's a new start, and Jason always has this fresh attitude about we can do anything if we can set our minds to it together. And Matt saw that, invited us to a couple performance in one of Matt's projects he was working on, and it's called Utah Pioneers. Pretty amazing. And anyway, to make a long story short, we all came together to not let the music die. You know, to be able to bring it out. And so hopefully we're speaking to you, and you're going to be able to take advantage of this space and hope to build more spaces. Our next goal is to make one in Provo because it's a very it's a hot spot for emerging artists, especially in the online community. But let's hear a couple more songs.
Let's do maybe one more song.
Okay.
And then let's end with the prize.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So thank you, Kimball, so much. You can give a little introduction to this, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Yeah, here's just one more for you. Man, it's so funny how all these songs I've got just coincide with everything you guys are talking about. This one's called One Man Band. I would love to hear you guys fiddle on the end of this song, actually, so we should organize a jam session around this one. You know what? I'm not even going to go into it. I'm just going to play it for you guys.
As the lights begin to dim up on the stage, the crowd is nearly empty, you're the only one that stayed. A sick amount of suffering when you try to live a dream, and every dreary night you're there telling me we still got hope, even if we're young and broke. Well, we could make a living singing bar to bar, and we could raise our babies in the back of our car. Living on the road, we won't pay no rent. We'll fuel our lust to roam on our dollars and cents. Oh, as long as you still play, we'll get by someday. We're washing public bathrooms just to keep our bodies clean, and no one will suspect we haven't showered now for weeks. We'll go to open houses and tour homes we can't afford, keep up our appearances so no one knows we're poor, and that should keep us wanting more. We don't need a place to stay if we are living on the stage, and someone's bound to love all the songs that we play. Then they'll wanna give us all the things we never had. We'll make $1 million as a one-man band. Oh, as long as you still play, we'll get by someday. And when that dream is finally had, the lights will come on slow as I'm up there on the stage. People in the crowd will applaud and they'll say, that old fool, he made it, but I didn't make it. No, no, you stayed. No, 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 you stayed. No, you stayed. You still stayed. Na 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 na. Oh. Na 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 na. Oh. Na 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 everybody.
Kimball Barker, guys. Okay. Wow, Kimball Barker. So social media, you're on all the cool social media platforms?
He will be after he gets to our space.
Yeah, I need to.
TikTok. Got to get you on TikTok.
No, that's another reason why we have the space.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Build channels.
Yeah, we actually want people to have nothing, and then they launch and they're millions. That's what we want.
Seriously.
Because really, the truth is, like, your goal shouldn't necessarily have to be, how many subscribers do I have? That's not the focus. It's how many people can I impact with the best music, or how far can music go and really better and touch people's lives. Because music also can be used in kind of some bad ways too, So the world is enough. Hold the mic with this hand. Okay, the world is filled with enough bad. We want to fill it with good and on a really high level. That's really one of the mission statements in our hearts, is to fill the world with as much good as we can and make sure that quality is better than even the best you've ever heard. I mean, that's really the sincere desire. So to build a coalition of that like-minded heart is what we want to do. This has been so cool to have you here, seriously. I guess I can elbow you. There's a glass screen right here. You guys can't see it, Just kidding. We quarantined before we came in here. But we're going to end with the will to win. It's a digital will, but it's also the will to win. And that's what you get here at the Pad, is you have the will to wake up and win, right, every day, and live like it's your last day, even though there'll be many, many ahead. And so let's see who's going to win. The award and prize today, Jeff has the board right there. No joke, guys. It will be, you can come here to the Pad. The prize will be, we will help record an original song for you at the studio. So you get to bring a song that you like, either a cover song or come here, and we will help produce the song, record it here on Logic Pro or Pro Tools. And we can even do it with one of the rooms that we have a soundproof, well, not soundproof, sorry. It's a podcast room. We can even do it in there right now because the recording studio is still being built. So it'd be great. So yeah, if my mother-in-law, Mom, if you win, then we will somehow record it. I know you live in Utah, but we'll find a way to record your Christmas song. That'd be great. So let's see who's going to win an original song, or a song that you want to bring here, and you can record it. If you don't have any musical ability, then you can find a friend and do it together with a friend that would like to do it. Yeah, is that cool? And if you shared, guys, you went in twice. So if you shared on social media this live show, you go in twice. So who's going to win? Remember, you got 10 seconds to chime in. And so, here we go. Who is it? Sandy! Yeah! Sandy Wharton, you are the lucky charm. I think it's your third time you've won. Is Sandy watching? Sandy certainly has music in her whole family. Oh, it'd break my heart, but I'm sure she's still there because I think Matt and Sandy are texting. So Sandy, we have 2 masks for you still because you got a mask. You have a ukulele lesson.
Yeah, I know.
I think you got the Harkins gift cards.
Right.
Now you get to record. You get to bring a song to the studio, and that could be your song. It could be one of your. I mean, your kids are super talented, and so it's going to be recorded here at the studio. I think you're winning so many times because Matt is putting so many hours into building this place. It's just karma, So let's choose a really good song, and then they could just take off. And anyway, thank you for watching. We love all you guys for watching. Thanks for your patience. Oh, man, so many good friends are chiming in. I think we've had a lot of viewers that have never chimed in before. I read at least a dozen names that I have never seen before, so this is exciting to get to know you. I want to get to know everyone. Kevin King, what's up, Kevin? He's a master pianist. He owns a piano. He owns Piano Kingdom. He also has patented, is it patent pending, Kevin? He's patented a new methodology of learning the piano. He went to Penn State. He's pretty much a genius. Kevin, if you're listening, give us a thumbs up if you want to do a segment on the show. It'd be great to have you. Spotlight. Because he's also worked with us on doing shows that we've been on. He's helped compose some piano arrangements that we've done. Anyway, we love you, Kevin, if you're watching. So DM me. Also, the Infinity Room's almost done. So anyway, love you guys. Don't die with your music still in you. DM us if you want to get a tour at the Pad on Main in Mesa. Thank you, Kimball. Like, I can't wait to, join your journey, and we all are on that journey together. One really thing that's important is the journey of music is a lifelong journey, and that's why I love it so much, and that's why I think these spaces are so important. It's not like a 2-year thing. Oh, I'm going to go for 4 years. It's a lifelong journey because music is going to be there for life, and actually for eternity. So. Jeffy has one more thing to say, and we're going to end on that high note.
Just hearing Kimball's music, like, I can't think of a better gift you could give your own family, your own children. You know, they're going to listen to that, and they're going to hear their daddy. You know, they're going to hear their father, and that will be there for the rest of their life and their kids. And when you pass on and your journey continues, you will still be there, until we're all reunited again. We believe in that. But anyway, that just it hit me so hard because that music was so powerful. And it was so much sacrifice and things that brought you to that moment to be able to produce that. And that is the greatest gift. And then we all get to get the same gift, from you. But what a legacy to leave to your own family. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's just part of why we do what we do, is to leave that gift and to bless your family, to bless all of you, and to share, unlock the power within, unlock the music in. And, God, sent us down. We were born to do something like that, all of us. There's some gift, some talent that we all have individually that we need to be able to share, and we need to help each other do that,
And Mom, I promise you there'll be more music next Friday. She's like, let's talk and more music.
Right.
We totally get that. We totally get that. Thank you for tuning in. This is a work in progress, and we love you. Don't die with your music still, and you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.